My
or
wiggle woggle.
Yeah. Wait, say that again.
Remember when I had the exploding head syndrome?
No. What? Wait, did it happen like one time? Like
It
you
happened
woke
like
up,
once and a half or something.
you like woke up from sleeping or something?
I was like falling asleep, and then I heard this really loud noise in my head.
Oh,
like
yeah.
very loud.
I remember you telling me
like
about
crashing sound.
Yeah.
In my mind,
Uh-huh.
and then I freaked out, and I looked
Yeah.
it up, and it's called like exploding head syndrome.
Yeah, I
or
do remember
something.
that.
Yeah, it's such a crazy
I know.
term.
A syndrome.
Yeah,
Oh my God. That was also around the time you were having panic attacks and shit.
was it?
I think it was.
I feel like it wasn't long after that, so maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, like you were
Just
under a lot of
and
stress.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I forgot all about it, and I haven't like looked into it since. I never even told my doctor about that.
Yeah, if it happens one time, you don't have to.
You can't say to your doctor, I got exploding head syndrome.
Yeah. If I shit blood one time, I'm not going to the doctor about it.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
So
no.
it's like, whatever.
But also
Something that would normally be concerning.
It feels like a syndrome they make fun of at conferences. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
real, like it's made up.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
like, people just don't know how to secure their shelves in their homes.
Yeah.
They're like, I woke up to a loud crash. And it's like, yeah, you didn't put it in the stud. You put it in the drywall.
Yeah. So what's
God.
up? How are you?
Fucking, I'm good.
Sweaty. She
I'm
walked
very
in, she's
sweaty.
like, I'm sweaty.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sweaty. And
You
then
were
you were like,
silent in it too.
yeah, and you were like, me too, in my armpits at least. And then, which is a real thing you said. And then you were like, how was your day?
At least.
At least, yeah.
In my armpits, at least.
Yeah. And then I was taking off my shoes, and then she was
Like
like,
I needed some at minimum to be
Yeah.
comfortable.
yeah, you were like, me too.
At least I got some in my armpits.
What if I was Caleb about it and I was like, you're only sweaty in your armpits?
I'm so glad we got into this immediately.
Dude, me too. We have
We're
to
bringing
bring it
him
up
up to
every,
the first part of the pod now.
every ep.
Moving
And
him up
he's,
to the
he's
intro.
never going to listen to our pod.
No.
And I never listen to theirs.
Yeah.
So fuck you. What's it called?
Yeah. Fuck you. What's it called? Which is what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But on the Instagram, it's what is it? Right?
I think it's What Is It Pod.
Oh, what is it pod? Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm not in charge of their fucking branding. But yeah, I walked in, I was like, I'm sweaty. And then you were like, my armpits are, at least. And then and then I was taking off my shoes and you were like, so what's up? And I was like, I'm sweaty. I like couldn't.
And then I was like, I'll leave her be.
Yeah, I was like,
She
I
needs
need a
space.
minute. Anytime I walk more than 10 minutes outside, I get sweaty.
Yeah. It's
It's
kinda
crazy.
humid today, too. I thought your shirt said Papa Roach for a second.
No, it says Sad Roach.
Sad Roach. What's
Sad
this?
Roach. They are a punk band out of
Ooh.
DC.
Oh, from your trip.
Yeah. I me and Dave performed with them on Punk House Comedy. I also have my Punk House Comedy koozie.
Oh.
I'm all merched up.
You know, I saw that like unconsciously. I was like, I think she has a new koozie. But then I didn't
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
noticed.
You were like, it feels new.
Felt like something
Dude,
was
I'm all
new.
fucking merched up from
Mhm.
DC. And it's a great show. If you're ever in DC, go see Punk House Comedy. And Sad Roach was the band, and they were so good, and they were such fun hangs, and they gave me a free shirt.
Aw,
And
it's
I
a
was
good
like,
shirt.
I was like, can I give you some money? And then they were like, fine. I was like, and then I gave them a 20. Like the amount the shirt would be. I was like, I don't want to take your merch for free. Like that's
Yeah.
how bands like make their money and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
they're great. Fucking look them up. Go to Punk House Comedy.
Sad Roach.
DC was awesome.
Nice.
Mm. What's going on with you?
Did you like the city though?
I liked it
Oh, you were only there
this
for a
time.
day.
I was only here for a day, but I liked it this time because I was in like different parts of it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the last time I went to DC, which was the first time ever, I was with my friend Christine and we only did the touristy stuff.
Yeah.
So we were like in the shitty parts of the city where it's like, it feels
boring.
like a corporate city.
Yes. Yes.
It feels like when you walk through FiDi
Yeah.
and like everything's like really far apart and all the
Ugh,
buildings are
man.
like fucking brutalist and
Uh-huh.
shit.
Yeah.
But we were in like cool, fun neighborhoods in DC for
Mhm.
like this comedy show and to like go to dinner and shit. And like, I liked that part of it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like, I mean, I was only there for a day, but I don't think I would live there.
Oh no, I definitely would not live there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I already talked about this on an episode before, but even the metal show I went to
Yeah.
was in we called it it was like decorated by it was like a dive bar, but it was like Target decorated metal.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
corporate too.
Yeah.
But it was like
dive
corporate
bar.
metal.
Yeah.
Corporate dive bar.
Corporate dive bar. Yeah. Oh God. What's going on with you?
I don't know. My ears are still popping.
Yeah.
My ears have been popping since I arrived.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm fine with it, you know. I used to love it when I was a kid. Because
Really?
it's like something's happening.
Oh yeah. You're like,
Probably during the
ooh,
summer I was bored. I'm like,
new sensation.
ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Novelty.
Yeah. I remember when I was a child and we would travel when I would get on airplanes. My mom would be like, oh, you got to bring bubble gum in case your ears pop because
Yeah.
like chewing helps apparently.
Yeah.
So I'd buy like the like Hubba Bubba bubble gum and then I would put all of the pieces in my mouth at the same time.
Yeah.
Like before the plane took off.
This is good for me.
Yeah, and I was like, it was just like an excuse to have candy. And I was like, fuck yeah.
I used to do that too. My dad also, he would be like, now, remember it used to like really hurt because you couldn't pop your ears? He'd be like, you got to do the Valsalva maneuver. Remember this? Did
Is
your
it,
dad ever?
is it when you block your
Same
nose?
dad? Yeah. I mean, I don't know why there's such a like term for it.
Valsalva maneuver?
Yeah. He always used the phrase. I guess it's like something he learned in the army or something.
Oh, yeah, because he flew planes and shit.
Yeah.
Valsalva
But
maneuver.
all it is I think, is that you plug your nose and you like
Blow
put
out through your
pressure
ears.
on your ears. Yeah.
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 It's crazy that when you plug your nose, the pressure comes out your ears.
Yeah. I
Everything's,
don't want to do it. It kind of
everything's so
scares me.
connected.
Yeah.
Welcome
Allie's
to
getting
Worthless
spiritual
Clowns.
about ears popping.
Everything's so connected. Welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns, podcast about how stupid we are. I'm Brittany Cardwell. I'm clapping. I don't know why. Bertona's Cardwell on Instagram.
And I'm Allie O'Neill. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Allie O'Neill. Follow the pod on Instagram at Worthless Clowns. Follow our TikTok at Worthless Clowns Po. And subscribe to our YouTube channel because
Worthless Clowns Poe. That's right.
Yeah.
P-O.
Yeah, that's right. You'll find it. And then subscribe to our YouTube, please. That'd
And
be really
email
nice.
us your stupid stories
Yes.
at worthlessclownspod@gmail.com. Did you already
Yes.
say the email? Yeah. We want to hear your stories. We'll read them on the pod.
We love the stories.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to write to us.
Yeah. Write to us.
We love it.
Confirm that we can read it.
Yeah.
And we will.
Yeah.
My updates?
Yeah.
What
Give me
about
your
my
updates.
Oh. I went to the office today, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what was going on with me, but I showed up. I had a meeting right at 9 too. So I was like, oh, I got to get there on time. I got to get there early.
Mm,
And I did. I was there like 15 minutes early. I had plenty of time.
great.
And then I get upstairs and I walk in and I sit down at the desk that I normally book. And I went into the page to like go and like officially book it. And I was so confused. I walked in, all the desks were different than how they normally look.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I guess they're like changing things around.
Yeah.
I didn't like think much of it. And then I go and try and book it. And I couldn't find like the numbers associated with the desk were not right.
Mm.
And then I'm like, what's happening? They're changing the numbers. They didn't change the system.
Yeah,
I could not
why?
like think it through because I was in a different spot of the office, but I couldn't
You couldn't figure
figure
you
that
couldn't
out.
figure it out.
Yeah. So for like 5 minutes, I'm like, what is going on? Also, when I walked in, there were a lot of people I had not seen in a long time or never seen,
Yeah.
like in the area. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's weird. Who's that guy? Who's that girl? I
Did
don't
you
know
just
these people.
go into the wrong part of the office?
Yeah.
And you're like, and they come in here changing everything.
Yeah. I immediately got mad at like the admin people in the office.
You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was like, we didn't get an email about this.
Yeah.
And it took me so long to figure out. And then I was late for my meeting. And I was like, I'm not telling them what happened. I'm just saying, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm late.
Yeah. Sorry, I came in and I got mad at everybody because I thought things changed around, but I was actually just in a different room.
I came in and I couldn't interpret an environment that I've been in for years.
Yeah. God, that's so funny.
It's so stupid.
It's like if you walked into the wrong apartment, you're like, who took away all my furniture and replaced it? That's like seeing a man on the street and being like, why does my boyfriend look completely different?
And then I was walking around in circles for a while. I was walking around in circles in the office. So there's like video footage of me like looking really confused and just doing laps around the whole place.
Oh my God.
Luckily, like almost no one was there when I arrived. So
Yeah.
not a lot of people saw me like being like, what's going on?
Brittany, if you, God forbid, die mysteriously within the week, that footage from you wandering around your office is going to be in a Netflix documentary. They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, she was acting erratically.
She was acting like psychotic.
And then we're gonna have this podcast where I say it, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
You're gonna be a
charged for your
suspect
murder.
because you put it together too easily.
Well, first it's gonna be Dwayne, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's gonna be me.
Yeah. What's the last thing he said to me? Let's see if that's scary for.
Oh my god, yes.
Let's see if that's a clue for the police.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah,
Hopefully
I'm
I
gonna
can
look
read
up
this.
if Dave killed me. What would the last thing he said be?
He said. He said Carvel chocolate dipped. He's talking about ice cream,
What the hell?
but they'll link it somehow.
yeah.
They'll figure out a way to make
They'll be
that
like, it's like her
meaningful.
body. She
Yeah.
was found in a muddy river.
Yeah.
Dave just said, yeah, that's gonna be so fun.
What?
That was the last thing he said to me.
Oh.
I don't know how they're gonna connect it.
Well, his is like, that's going to be so fun when she's gone.
Yeah.
And you can take all, I don't know, you can take all her memories from her brain or whatever you're going to do.
That's why people kill other people.
That's what I want. When I die, I want you to take my brains from my memory. My memory from my brains. Forget it.
Dude,
We're
imagine-
cutting that.
No, we're not.
Now I am
Keep it in.
going like off the, now they are going to be concerned. Now the FBI is going to tap into this.
Oh, I would love that. We need more listeners. We should make a terrorist threat to get more listeners.
Yeah.
So the FBI has to
We'll get
listen to
Ali
all of our
Terror back.
Yeah, bring Ali Terror back.
Maybe I should sing the Osama bin Laden song again.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
to get them like, oh, it's happened twice.
Yeah,
now?
they're like the man of the hour.
Yeah. They have a pattern of like bigging up terrorists.
Oh, big time. Yeah, they love to big them up. Love to big them up.
So that happened today. And then, I was sending you. So Instagram now has like a meta AI function where you can just
Yes.
chat with an AI
Yeah.
and ask them for whatever you want. The first thing I asked them, which I didn't show you, was for a picture of a bird laughing at my jokes. And this is what they sent me. I said, bird laughing at joke. They just sent me this. It's just a bird
It
with
really
its
is-
mouth open.
It really is just a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually, the reason I typed it in was because I was trying to find that one video of the bird laughing at the joke. And I couldn't figure out an easy way to do it. Because I don't really know how to use my Instagram.
Oh my God. Wait, you were trying to search for a video on Instagram, so you went into Meta AI and you were like, find me the
'Cause
bird
I was
video.
like, well, maybe they know what I'm talking about. Because there's the
They?
hashtags and stuff everywhere, you know?
I think it only creates stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it helps you find
Well,
stuff.
now that I've used it, I know. Here's another bird laughing at my jokes.
It's the same bird, but like a slightly different. He also looks angry.
Yeah. And then I tried to type in, send a picture of Brittany Cardwell as a caricature. And they sent me this.
All right.
I'll post all these.
Yeah, I'm gonna describe it. It's a insane looking older white woman.
Very old.
And she has like pink, like 50s style hair, and she's wearing like a Beetlejuice suit.
Yeah.
And it looks like she's in a comic book shop.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She looks insane.
Or it's like a Halloween gift shop or something. There's
Yeah,
a
there is like
pumpkin
a
in there.
pumpkin in there.
Yeah. So they can't really just go to your page and recreate you somehow. I tried it again. Brittany Cardwell, comedian, fun as a caricature sketched drawing. And they sent me a man performing
Dude,
stand-up
it looks
comedy.
like Mike Leibowitz.
It does look like Mike Leibowitz.
It looks like Mike Leibowitz with a huge head and a tiny body. It looks like halfway between Mike Leibowitz and then Wario.
Yeah. I tried to get them to send me a picture of Dwayne in a bird costume. And they said they couldn't do that.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
The limits of AI are so strange.
And then I asked for a picture of a motorcycle horse hybrid, which you saw earlier today. And they got that down pretty good. And then I asked for a scary motorcycle horse hybrid.
Yeah.
And they made it scary. Did you notice that horse has 3 legs?
Oh my God, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
But another part of this that a part of the motorcycle horse thing that they did is they made the person a part of it. Like the person is like literally so it's like what you would think a motorcycle horse is. It's like a horse on top and then motorcycle on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then there's like a person fused into the back of the horse in both of them. And it's so weird.
Are they fused?
I think in the
The
first,
second one is kind of fused.
I thought the first one was fused.
No, the first one's not really. You can see like his butt curves and stuff.
Not fused. You can see butt curves.
But the reins are fused into the horse's neck.
Oh, yeah, no, he
Yeah.
is sitting on it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, the second one isn't fused either. I don't know why I made that up in my brain. Dude, the first one is so sick.
Yeah.
And the second one, dude, that's you. And that's me.
Yeah.
She's the high-tech one and I'm the scary one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then, wait, you have to...
Oh.
You have to describe. She typed in. She sent me screenshots of all of this. Send me a picture of me, Brittany Cardwell, as a horse, and then it's a.
It couldn't
horse,
do that either.
A horse standing next to like an Asian man in a field.
Why can't they just go to my profile, pull a picture, make me into a horse?
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems easy to me.
I feel like if you typed in a celebrity.
Yeah.
Where the SEO was good. When you type in your name to Google, all that comes up is your papers. Like
Yeah.
your like Instagram doesn't even really come up.
Really?
Yeah, because you're Britonis Cardwell on Instagram.
But I mean, maybe it's different because when I type it in, it definitely shows on my comedy.
Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't searched.
Maybe it's been a while. Okay, and then should we do this too? I asked.
Oh yeah, we have to address this.
I've been dating a guy for a few months and don't see this isn't about Dwayne.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure it wasn't actually real.
I've been dating a guy for a few months and I don't see it going anywhere romantic. How should I word it in a text message to him? Should I tell him all the things I don't like about him? Which is a topic that we discussed on a pod like last year sometime.
Yeah, and we posted a clip and then everybody got mad at us.
Everyone got mad because we were saying it would be crazy if I was like, here are all the reasons I don't like you after a few dates. Actually, this is a few months, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about like a 2-date situation.
Yeah,
but even so, I don't think you have to go into
You don't have to
depth.
be like, you're unattractive.
Yeah.
I can smell your ass.
I've gotten to know you a lot,
And I don't
that
think you're
allowed me to
funny.
see a lot of really small things that build up to irk me big time.
Yeah.
That's how I break up with somebody.
Irk me big
You're
time.
irking me big time. Okay, so I ask these questions and they say, all right, this is AI. This is the culmination of human knowledge.
Yeah, that's what AI is.
Yeah, something like that. No, it's not necessary to list all the things you don't like about him. In fact, that approach could come across as hurtful and critical.
Boom.
Boom! Gotcha!
Yeah, so suck it, all
Got you,
those
Pumpkin
commenters.
Cheeks or whoever was the most angry. I forget who it was. That's the only one I remember. Instead, focus on your own feelings and thoughts and express them in a kind and compassionate way. Remember to prioritize empathy. You're not trying to fix him or point out his flaws, but rather communicate your feelings and boundaries. Good luck! And then they sent me like an example text, which is basically exactly the kind of thing I send.
Yeah, no, every time that you've done
Now
that.
I'm like, I am AI. That's my text.
Yeah. Every time you've done that, you send it to me.
It's the same text over and over.
It's like the same text over and over. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, like, I think you're really nice and I've enjoyed hanging out, but I don't see this going anywhere. Best of luck to you. And then I'm like, yeah, I think that's great. And you're like, maybe I should change it to good of luck of you. And then you backspace a bunch. And then you type it again and then you send it to me and I'm like, that looks good too.
I know, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I get so nervous because it sucks
Totally.
to tell people that stuff.
Yeah, no, it's not fun to
I
do.
need someone to see it and be like, it's fine.
Yeah,
Even though I'm
totally.
like, yeah, you've seen this 100 times.
Yeah. God.
Anyway, we win that argument that whoever
You should ask it
commented
to
will-
write a stand-up comedy bit. Can you do it right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, ask it to write a
What do we
stand-up
want to be
comedy
in
bit
there?
about Maxim. Give us
Motorcycle horses?
give it something like it can work with. Obviously, it has no idea what a fucking motorcycle horse is. The airport.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Should we mix it with one other element?
yeah. Like
About
a stinky
airports?
airport.
And okay, about a stinky
A stinky airport.
Stinky airport.
Oh my God, I love this.
that smells. I'm being repetitive. Ooh, it's excited. It started writing immediately. Oh my God. It's writing. It like doesn't you see it
Whoa.
writing. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Man, this bit is too long.
Oh my God, yeah. There better
Please
be
cut the
punchlines
fat
every
in
10
this bit.
Please
I bet
do
they
this.
will. I bet I could copy it and be like, cut the fat.
I think you'd have to use a different
I
phrase
think I have
though.
to say edit.
Yeah. All right.
but- okay.
Let's see what this is like.
Hey, Have you ever walked into an airport and thought, ah, the smell of adventure? No, I mean the smell of despair, stagnation, and last night's Taco Bell.
Oh,
Hey, this is good. I'll put this in my
good.
special. I'm talking about insert airport name.
LaGuardia.
They're like, we'll write the dialogue later. We'll write the act out later.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to try Logan and then I'm
Yeah.
going to try Cincinnati. See
Yeah.
what works better.
Yeah. I'm talking about this airport where the aroma is so pungent, you'll wonder if the planes are fueled by sewage. Laugh.
And rodent laughs.
in parentheses. I mean, that's also how when I first started stand up, when I would write things out, I would kind of write where I thought the thing was.
The punchline?
Yeah.
You'd be like, punchline, like pause for laughter.
Or I'd be like, ha 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 ha. No, I don't think I really did that. But I did have like, this is where the laugh is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know where the punchlines
But I like
are.
wrote it out.
That's insane.
I mean, what's the deal with airports?
Oh my God, it's
Now they're
Jerry
going-
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It's Jerry Seinfeld.
And their obsession with freshening the air.
Oh my God, this guy is on the side of the stinky airport. Oh my God.
Yeah, why can't we have natural,
Honestly,
smelly, stagnated air
Yeah,
in
dude,
the airport?
honestly, I love, this is a great like point of view.
Yeah, it
to be
is.
like, airports smell too good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Newsflash.
I love Newsflash.
Newsflash. A few Glad plugins aren't going to mask the stench of 10,000 sweaty travelers and a Cinnabon that's been baking since the Clinton administration. No, those
Wow.
smell good.
Yeah, those smell good, even if it's baking since the Clinton.
And they put an exclamation point here and laugh. And don't even get me started on the bathrooms. It's like they're trying to recreate the scent of a porta potty at a music festival.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
but you like the smell.
I know this guy's inconsistent.
Yeah. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But when life gives you a stinky airport, just hold your breath and pray for a quick flight. Laugh! I love the laugh parts. Feel free to modify and make it your own. Good luck with your stand-up comedy bit. I'm going to say, thanks. This is incredible.
You're encouraging it. It's so funny that you're like, quick, I have to say
And I
thank
should
you.
quit.
You type out a message to thank the bot for giving you this stand-up bit, and then you show it to me, and then I'm like, looks good. And then you're like,
Yeah.
and then you're like, maybe I should change it to this is great. You know?
All right. I said, thanks. This is incredible. And I should quit because I could never write this. Don't say that. I'm glad I could help. You have your own unique voice and perspective. Now they're saying things to me that I'm like, shut up. I know I'm a piece of shit. I'm like already like defending my view of myself.
Oh my God. Oh God.
All right. Okay.
We should get into
that
our
was
stupid
fun.
stories.
Man, maybe we should do that again sometime.
I would love to.
All right.
I would love to do this on my own and then find the best ones for the pod.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sorry. My stupid story is...
What's your stupid story?
Well, in high school, I started hanging out with like party people, right? I started to hang out with some popular kids in addition to my emo crew.
Started to hang out with some
Yeah,
party people,
Yeah.
not to brag.
Yeah. It was like probably sophomore and junior year.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple other friends. They would always have a party at this one girl's house. Her name was Callie.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom would she worked nights or something on the weekends. So she was always away. It was like a good place for everyone to go.
Yeah.
And her mom bought us alcohol and everything.
Oh, she was a cool mom.
Yeah.
She was like, I
do
just
it
want
in the house.
do it in the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody give me your keys.
Yeah.
all that shit. Yeah.
So we would all go there and it was probably did it 4 times and it was awesome.
Nice.
And I'd be like,
How many
Mom,
people were in the crew?
Probably 15.
Oh wow, that's a
Wait.
lot.
There might be 15 there at a time, but I probably just knew half of them.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
that's a lot of people to
There
have
was
over.
some old people who were
Dude,
in
there's-
college coming over.
Dude, there's always a 26-year-old who's
Yeah.
hanging out with the fucking high schoolers. Yeah.
And so we'd go there, we'd get drunk. I'd be like, I'm staying over at Sierra's house
Mhm.
or whatever. I'd go there, wake up the next morning, come home, and I'm hungover.
Yeah.
And the last time we went there, we'd get high too. and we were
Oh.
smoking weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that I was hanging out with a bad girl.
Oh yeah. The last time we did it, or the last time I did it, the cops came.
Whoa. Wait. Was her
Right?
mom there?
No.
Oh. Why'd the cops come? Was it just too loud?
There was like a noise complaint, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And I think that maybe like it was an apartment complex. So it was
Oh,
like very
yeah.
easy to hear noise.
That makes sense.
And we're in high school and we're high and drunk. Like we're not really paying attention to how obnoxious we're being,
Totally.
you know?
Yeah.
And so I think it probably was something that bothered people in the past.
Yeah.
And then they finally were like, that's enough. I'm,
Yeah.
like making a noise complaint.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the cops came to the door. We all panicked. But then because I was high, I completely misinterpreted the situation. I heard Callie outside talking to the police, and she was making sounds like, right?
Oh my God.
She was crying like uncontrollably.
Yeah.
But I was like, guys, she's laughing. Everything's fine. They're laughing together. And I was like telling the whole party.
Were you yelling this?
Yeah. I was like happy. I was like, it's cool. Like I was nervous. And then I heard her crying or laughing.
Yeah.
And I just was like, oh, everyone calm down. It's not a big deal. They're laughing. How could they be laughing that much?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then the cops came inside and it was like, oh no, this is like a huge thing. And they shut everything down. And then,
Yeah.
then I got really freaked out. And then
Did your parents find out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So then they're like, we're going to call your parents. And then I tried to give them my brother's phone number instead to
Yeah.
see if he could come pick me up and like just be like, it's like act like my parent on the phone or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he didn't pick up. I think I tried to call him while I was waiting for them to talk to other people and be like, hey, can you like act like mom and dad and come pick me up?
Yeah.
But he didn't answer.
Oh no.
So then I couldn't do that. And I had to just give them my parents' phone number, I guess.
Oh God.
And I was like freaking out. I was like crying a bunch. And then the cops like find the bong and everything. So now there's like, now we're all drunk. And they're like,
and this was before weed was legal.
it's before weed was legal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We're all young. And so we're all just like terrified and upset. And everyone's parents are like coming to get them. My mom comes and gets me, and I'm just crying the whole way home. And I thought this was the end of my life.
Of course.
I was like, I'm not going to be able to go to college. Like, that's my mom's memory of it, is me crying really hard and being like, I can't go to college now.
they're not gonna let me in.
Which I also did when I was in 4th grade and I got a D like in some semester. I was like, oh, I can't go to college.
God, that's so funny that you're in 4th grade thinking about college.
I know.
You're like, I'll never have 2.5 kids and have a white picket fence and a dog.
Yeah. And my mortgage. I need a mortgage.
I'm never gonna own land.
So I get in trouble. So does Sierra. She's there.
Mhm.
And we're both like grounded. And we had to go to talk to some people at like a court kind of thing, but it was very small.
Oh.
I don't know what. It's like some community like
Oh, gotcha.
kind of system thing.
It's just like a weird punishment where they're like, you have to show up to this thing and be talked to about alcohol or whatever.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
showed up and they kind of like asked me about what happened.
Yeah.
And I was like crying and stuff. And then I remember they're like, so what about I had told my mom that I hadn't smoked weed. I
Mhm.
told her I had like drank, right?
Yeah.
And I was really nervous about the weed part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then during the little interview with the people, they were like, what about the paraphernalia though
Mhm.
that they found? And I'm like, I don't even know what that word means. I was like so happy. I truly didn't know what it meant.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, here's my like ticket. Like I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I like cried a bunch and like was like, I don't understand this word. They're probably like, what is going on
yeah.
here?
They were like, please calm down.
Yeah. And then, so everyone who got caught had to go to this little thing and get
Yeah.
like a sentence or something.
Yeah,
And it was like
yeah.
on my record for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Sierra our sentence was to like go to some alcohol class, which ended up being really fun. because we got to go together.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I think I had to I think maybe I had to pick up litter or something, like on a highway.
Like some community service thing.
Yeah, something like that. And then so we had a lot of friends in high school who were Asian, right? And they all got worse sentences than us.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
it was
crazy.
like very clear.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, obviously.
It was like messed up, but also it's like, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, it's frustrating, but it's also like,
it's
not
so
surprising.
So
either,
completely clear and transparent in this specific situation where everybody was caught doing the same exact thing. That's crazy.
I know. It was crazy.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm freaking out I'm grounded for like a month. I couldn't see Sierra. We were like devastated. It was also like Christmas time. So
oh my God.
We had all this time off and we couldn't even see each other.
Yeah.
And I remember like just being so terrified my mom was going to find out about the weed part. And so then I was like drinking water nonstop because I was like, what if my parents test my pee or something? I really went. I was like, I can't go to college. They're gonna test my pee.
Yeah.
They're gonna kick me out of the house.
Yeah.
And so I was like drinking water nonstop because I thought I could flush it out quickly or something. Like I was drinking so much water, it was probably unhealthy sometimes. And
that does happen.
Yeah. And then I was like, but they can still test my hair. So for like,
so
and that lasts for years, right?
Yeah. I
for
think
like
it lasts
7 years.
Yeah. It lasts for a very long time.
Yeah. So I was just like panicked for so long that they were going to test my hair. It's like insane.
Yeah. Like I feel like there are at-home drug tests that you piss in, but there aren't like at-home ones where you can take a strand of hair that needs to be like sent to a lab.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah. And put in that machine with it like spins it around real fast.
Oh yeah. The centrifuge.
Yeah.
Are you impressed?
I am, because I was trying to think of that word and I could not get it.
That's right.
Get it
Allie knows some stuff.
Centrifuge. I think that's it. It was just so like I really catastrophized it.
Devastating. Yeah. That makes sense. When you get in trouble, like as a kid, it does feel like huge.
Yeah.
Like one time I was in I was hanging out with like all the bad kids in Pawtucket, and we were at the Galleria Mall in Taunton, and we were hanging out in the parking garage. I was like in middle school, and I was hanging out with a bunch of goth kids who were also in middle school. Some of them were probably in high school, but we were just hanging out in the parking garage, and then we like had bought this candle at Hot Topic. Do you remember the Heartagram?
No.
It's from a band called Him, but then like Bam Margera from Jackass just like took it and made it his own symbol.
Huh.
I think if you see it, you'll recognize it. It's like a pentagram, but it's a heart.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So we got a candle that looked like that. It was like a black candle. So we started burning the candle.
Yeah.
In like the parking garage, and then we were just like fucking around, and we weren't drinking, we weren't doing anything bad. We were just like being loud kids in a parking garage. And then like the cops come up and they're like, "What are you guys doing here? What the hell? You got fire? You got a fire lit in here?" And then we're like, "What?
Fire?"
Yeah. And then we're like, "What?" And they're like, "You can't be fucking doing that
Cops
here."
do this all the time.
I know. I know.
I told you about the one who tried to like tell me I didn't have a business license to sell bracelets I made as a kid.
Right. Yeah.
They're just like bored sometimes and they just go up to
fucking
people.
ACAB.
I feel like,
ACAB. These assholes suck dick. And then like we got like a violation. It was some like we didn't have to go to court. We were all underage. There was one person who was like not underage, I think.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I was like 13, and then there was like probably one 18-year-old there because I was a bad kid. And then like, so we got like, they took down our like names and addresses and shit, and then something like showed up at my house that was like, "Allison can't go to the Galleria Mall for 6 months."
What? Because you had a candle?
Because I was around. I was
Yeah.
just like, I guess it was trespass. I don't know.
Or like loitering or something?
Maybe it was loitering. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no fucking idea what it was.
Why can't they just be like, hey, can you guys hang out somewhere else?
Because
Instead of
they
just,
have
like,
nothing to
sending
do.
you a
Well, because we had fire.
citation.
We
yeah.
had fire.
Yeah.
And it was a threat to the entire mall. They thought that we were like making a bomb or something.
Yeah.
In the parking garages of Galleria Mall. So fucking insane. And
you
then
can't like have fire and play music out of your car speakers, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it was so fucking stupid. Yeah, and then we all got in trouble and everybody was like grounded and shit because
Yeah.
we lit a candle in a parking garage. It's so insane. I don't know. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But it did feel like my life was over. My mom was like, "You have to show this to your dad," and I showed it to my dad. I started bawling because I was like afraid of my dad. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wait,
Because
yeah.
he's the pastor at this point, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was like he never did anything to like.
And
actually,
you were in the band. Church
This was
band.
before that.
Before.
I was
okay.
I was much younger. I was
Ah.
like probably 12 or something.
Okay.
But like 12 or 13. It was before I started playing in the praise band.
Mm.
But like, yeah, he was like, he's never like punished me for anything because I didn't ever live with him.
Yeah.
And so like I was like, yeah, my mom's gonna be mad, but like whatever, fucking I get in trouble all the time. But then
Yeah.
like my dad having to find out about something is like a whole, because also my
Yeah.
parents never talked for my entire life. So I was like, how is my dad gonna find out about
Yeah.
this? And she's like, you have to show it to your dad.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then he was like,
Oh.
well, I'm disappointed. He didn't know what to do. He's like,
Yeah.
well, it's fucked up of you, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My mom, I asked her not to tell anybody, like other than my family, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, don't tell grandpa. And then
Mm-hmm.
the next time I saw my grandpa, he asked me about it. And I was so mad.
Yeah,
Because
that
she also
sucks.
said she wouldn't tell.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as a parent, I guess I would be like, yeah, this happened.
Well,
know,
I don't know.
but-
I would respect my kids' privacy, especially if they're in high school. I don't
Yeah.
know. I would respect my kids' privacy.
If I told my kid I won't tell, then I wouldn't tell.
Yeah.
But if I said, oh, well, I understand you don't want him to know, but I want to talk to him about it, then it's
Yeah.
different. But
Or-
she didn't do that.
Yeah, or if there's a reason that he has to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's no reason. I don't know. If I had a kid and that happened
Yeah.
and they were like, don't tell grandpa, I'd be like, don't worry, I won't tell him.
Yeah.
Like
same.
there's no, it's like no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know? I don't
Yeah.
know. Whatever.
But you know, this is the guy who looked at our dog for a minute and a half and would just be like, "What are you looking at, you fathead?" I really wanted him to think well of me.
Jesus Christ.
He was so funny. We should get into your story and then
Oh yeah. I'll make it quick.
and then we'll do the post.
So when I was in high school, I don't know. I feel like we both kind of had a similar thing with our parents where we couldn't feel like we could talk to them about anything.
Mhm.
You know, like any like I got my period
Yeah.
for the first time and I hid it from my mom for like 6 months.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just like so embarrassed and like didn't have that kind of like open relationship and whatever.
Yeah.
And so like I was in high school. I was maybe like 15 or something. And my like vagina was very itchy,
Mm-hmm.
which is usually a sign of a yeast infection.
Yep.
And I didn't know what the symptoms of a yeast infection
An
were.
itch you have never experienced in your life. It's
Yeah.
a different kind of itch.
Yeah.
It's like extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, and I had never in my life had a yeast infection before.
Mhm.
So I didn't know what it felt like. And then I looked up the symptoms and I was like, this is it. I
Yeah.
have it, you know? And I didn't want to go to a doctor or my mom about it. So I was like, at home remedies
Yeah.
for a yeast infection.
Yeah.
And they were like, you can put garlic up your pussy.
Yep. I've heard this.
And they're like, and it works just fine. And so I like took a clove of garlic, I put notches in it, and then
Yeah.
I tied a string around it
Oh,
so I could pull it back out.
Smart.
Yeah, I was a smart kid. I left it in overnight,
Yeah.
and then I woke up and I could taste garlic.
Oh, you did tell me this. I forgot that you could taste it.
I could
though.
literally fucking
that's
taste
wild.
garlic. It's because like the membranes in your mouth, like the tissue is the same tissue that's like in your vagina.
Mm.
And so I guess it travels quickly. I don't know.
Then what about so my IUD, so the birth control I have, it has the
Yeah.
hormones in it.
Yeah.
And I remember The one reason I was like okay with getting it
Yeah.
is I really didn't want hormones, but
Mhm.
it has hormones, but they kept being like, well, it's at the source, so it doesn't really get into your system.
Yeah.
But then the garlic's getting all over.
But I wonder if the tissue that's like, because the IUD's in your cervix.
Yeah.
I wonder if that tissue is different than like the walls of your
Oh, yeah.
vagina.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
um,
it's less, there's less permeation in there because it has to be like
it's like an
more
organ.
protected
Yeah.
inside. Yeah.
But yeah, so I woke up and I tasted garlic, took my garlic pussy out. I had bad breath all day. I literally had bad breath all day because
That's so weird.
I fucking put garlic in my pussy.
Man.
And so then I took it out and then
Do people's breath change when they're on their periods?
yeah, I wonder if people's
Because,
like
like,
mouths smell
metallic?
metallic-y or something. I have no idea.
I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, I'm like, if I fucking have a tampon in, do I like taste cotton?
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Or if it was soaked in something, not that you would ever do that. Would you
People
then
do that,
Yeah, true.
but you have to put it in the butt.
Yeah, yeah. But then would you then taste it? Like if I
I
soaked
guess
in,
so.
I don't know, cranberry juice or something. I'm not going to do it.
We should try it.
Yeah,
We should try like vagina safe foods
yeah, yeah.
and then put it in and see if we can taste it.
And we have to do like you know, it could be a placebo. We don't know what the flavor is.
Yeah, we have to do a blind test.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I will soak a tampon in something.
Yeah.
In Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And then you have to just go put it in.
Uh-huh.
And then
I'll
the
put
next
it in.
day,
Yeah, I'll put it in.
I put it in. And I'm like, Brittany, you're going to feel a pinch. And she's like, why?
Anyway, so your breath smell really bad.
Yeah, my breath smelled terrible all day. And then the symptoms went away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have literally never had a yeast infection since in my
Whoa.
entire life. Never had a yeast infection.
Whoa.
So either I put garlic in my pussy and it worked, or I didn't have a yeast infection.
Yeah.
And I just did that for no reason.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if that was a yeast infection because I have nothing to compare it to. And also, I don't even
Yeah.
remember by this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, not to get into too much detail, but was it just itchy?
Yeah, there was no, because usually there's discharge associated.
You probably didn't have one.
I feel like I probably didn't have when I put
Yeah.
garlic up my pussy for no reason. Smelled Italian all day.
It probably like made your skin good or something. I don't know.
I hope so. I hope it did something. Or maybe it worked so well
Yeah.
that I am impervious to yeast infections now. And so I never had a yeast infection ever again. My friend Leah does that same shit where she's like at home remedies first. She put like
Yeah.
yogurt in her pussy
Yeah.
for like a yeast infection, which they say works. I don't know. I would rather just go to the doctor.
When I get UTIs, I really don't want to take antibiotics because
Same.
of my gut microbiome.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, so I like wait until I'm like, okay, I have to.
Sometimes I will try to like flush it out for a
Yeah.
day or two before
Yeah.
I order the meds
Mhm.
to be like, because sometimes it'll be like a little one and then you could
Yeah.
just fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're both doctors.
Should we get into the post?
Yeah, let's get into the post.
Oh, you're gonna read it, right?
I'll read it, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta find it first. Fill the dead air. Quick. Fill the dead air.
Let's see. Oh, my ears stopped popping.
I found
Little
it.
update. Little update. I know you were all wondering about it.
Okay. Sorry. I still have phlegm from being sick like 2 weeks ago. All right. Am I the asshole for leaving my husband in the grocery store because he started acting like a toddler? We all go through phases and pick up annoying habits. And sometimes we just need our loved
It
ones.
sounds like the AI.
I know. We all go through phases and pick up annoying habits, and sometimes we just need our loved ones to gently tell us if we've picked up to a particularly egregious habit. Sometime in the last year, my husband has picked up a habit where he talks like a baby. At first it was funny, but passed into embarrassing, cringeworthy behavior quickly. Example.
Wait, this is what Maxim was doing. Maxim,
Oh, yeah.
when he met his parents-in-law.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a dumb baby. Goo goo gaga.
Yeah, because his wife is Chinese, and he went to China to meet his his mother and father-in-law for the first time, and he knows very limited Mandarin. And so he would just like use the very limited Mandarin to crack jokes to his mother and father-in-law, and they loved it. Thank God. Because if they didn't, that would fucking suck. All right. Examples. Doggo, pupper, woofer/subwoofer, pibble, hootie boy, peepo, bird, meow meow, Sammy, sandwiches.
Wait, bird for bird?
I'm sorry. Burb.
Oh,
I read it wrong. Bird. Fucking idiot. Baby. Sammy whammy. Chicky nuggies. Chicky tendies. Adding a toddler-esque lisp to words.
Well, it also sounds like she has a husband who only talks about animals and food.
Okay, wait. And the ones that he get really gross are childish euphemisms for genitalia or sex.
Oh, no.
I cannot emphasize this enough. It is not endearing
My
or
wiggle woggle.
Yeah. Dude, I told you and Abe this last night?
Yeah.
That I'll do this bit with Dave.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do this bit with Dave where I'm like, excuse me, mister, I don't know where my pussy is. Can you help me find my pussy?
Because that's what men want, Allie.
Because that's what men want.
Men want a woman who doesn't know where her pussy is.
Exactly. That's true. That's true. Men want to be heroes.
Help. She needs help with everything.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know where my pussy is.
Help me change my tire and find my pussy.
I need a big, strong man to help me find my pussy. So anyway, I cannot emphasize this enough. It is not endearing or sexy to have my husband talk about my boobies and his wiener and weenie and wee-wee, hoo-has and bajingos.
What's a bajing? Are those
That's
breasts?
Okay. Breasts. Motorcycle horse. You say something like a doctor would say, and I say something a 14-year-old boy would say.
69 yin yang?
Yeah. Motorcycle horse. We have not had sex for 6 months because he cannot stop talking about my boobies, and it makes me sick. Just before the pandemic hit, we were at a restaurant with some friends. He actually ordered a Chicky Sammy, like said that exact phrase. Chicky, Sammy. Look, it's totally fine that he ordered the chicken sandwich. That's not the issue. Our friends noticed the baby talk because he's insisted on continuing the joke and even started acting like this god-awful toddler. And then it says lilt? Accent? Question mark? I don't know what that means. After that, I couldn't stomach the idea of going out with him to adult places. I'd go out to the brewery with friends, but God forbid he joins in and says, "Me want another beer," or something. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why he's doing this. I finally hit my limit when we were at the grocery store, and everything seemed normal and fine until he gasped like a kid, ran to the ice cream section, and jumped up and down yelling, "Ice cream! Ice cream! I want chocolate!"
I feel like this guy's just been doing this for so long. This is really just who he is now.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's been going on for a year.
I know. It's for a very long time.
Yeah.
They haven't had sex in 6 months.
Yeah.
Because he can't stop saying boobies.
Uh-huh.
I was mortified. People were staring at him and me. He kept going and saying, "Can we get popsicles?" And I just said, "Either talk to me like an adult or I'm leaving," which is a thing you say to a kid.
Yeah.
He started saying, "Ooh, you must be fun at parties." Oh, okay, never mind. It's not in the baby accent. It's just regular.
Allie's getting so into it.
I know, I love talking like
I
a
like
baby.
being a widow kid.
I have a yeast infection. I'm gonna put garlic up my pussy. Oh, you must be fun at parties and lighten up, will you? And shit like that. I just
thinks this would be good at a party?
Yeah, I know.
God.
And I just said fuck it and left the store, leaving him to walk home like a mile. It was fine because I couldn't even look at him. Since then, things have been very tense, and he keeps telling me that he wants an apology for embarrassing him by leaving him in the store. I told him that people don't get to demand apologies. If someone wants to apologize, it's up to them, and I'm absolutely not going to apologize for saving myself the embarrassment of a 35-year-old man with a mortgage and a retirement account asking for chocolate ice cream.
Yeah. Also, this guy's not staying in character by asking for an apology.
Yeah.
A toddler would never do that.
No. No. Yeah, this guy's a terrible actor.
Yeah. Did she, sorry, I might have missed it. Did she mention that she's tried to talk to him about it before? Or did it just build up?
I don't think that she has. It didn't say that she has.
Yeah.
So I feel like
she didn't then.
Yeah, I feel like she's sitting there like fuming.
Just hoping it disappears.
I mean, she did say, talk to me like an adult.
That
or
was
I'm
at the
gonna
store,
leave.
though.
That was in the store. So that is like one thing that she asked. Also,
but it sounds like this has been going on for forever.
Yeah. But also, if my partner was like, please do this, I would be like, oh my God, sorry, I didn't mean to make it like this. But instead he was like, you must be fun at parties.
Yeah.
Ooh, you must be fun at parties.
Yeah.
He got his fucking mom involved. No joke. She keeps telling me it's just a phase and that he's probably bored and I should be happy. This is his midlife crisis. Rather than him fucking 19-year-olds at the local bar.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
At least he's not fucking a 19-year-old. Let him talk like a baby. That's so insane. There's so many edits to it, but I don't think it's worth it to read. But I don't think she's the asshole.
No, I couldn't take this.
No, I couldn't deal with this. Yeah.
I could take it as a very short-term bit.
Yeah, like once it becomes like a public thing.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, please don't fucking do this. Yeah. I would hate to be around that, honestly.
And it doesn't sound like she was ever in on the bit. Right?
No, yeah.
Like he probably did it a couple times. She laughed and he's like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is how I keep my wife.
Yeah, I know. Also,
I gotta act like a kid a few times a day, otherwise she might leave me.
Yeah, I know. And he's like, can I put my pee-pee in your hoo-hoo?
Oh, God. And then she like laughs in a kind of like embarrassed way, but he doesn't see that.
Yeah. And then she puts her vagina back in and walks out of the room or whatever.
Oh
I don't know how sex works.
I like actually can't take thinking about this very much.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then his mom was like,
it's making me very embarrassed.
He's probably bored, which is an insane excuse. He's probably bored. At least he's not fucking 19-year-olds. Which is so fucking funny.
Bored too is like treating him like a child.
Yeah.
Like he's bored, so he's acting out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He needs stimulation.
This is why he's reverting.
Yeah.
Have you tried the Child's Museum?
Yeah.
Have you tried a sandbox? Give him the iPad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what
Did you play Mozart to him in his pregnancy? Because I think that's what's wrong.
Yeah. That's why he's a little slow.
Yeah.
That's why he's 35 and he hasn't learned that it's not chocolate.
Chocolate
ice cream. I would hate that.
What is that for a bird?
Burb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a thing people say on the internet. You know how people give animals like cute names on the internet? Like doggo and shit?
I am never going to do that again. Not after hearing about this guy.
Yeah, no.
Adult language only.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about taxes and mortgages and land.
Yeah.
And whatever
I gotta go to college.
You're the opposite of this guy. Yeah. You were a 4-year-old being like, I'll never own land.
The IRS is gonna find out, aren't they? I knew about the IRS somehow.
Yeah, I know.
Because my dad walks around just yelling about it.
Yeah, and then you knew about the IRS, but you didn't know enough to know that they wouldn't care if you smoked weed. Yeah.